Hello, and welcome to Korbins Code. I'm your host, Korbin. Today, I'll be teaching you the basics of Scratch. Scratch is a great first programming language to learn, and if you want to start a career as a computer programmer, it's a good place to start. Scratch is useful, fun, and it's available anywhere there's a web browser. Scratch is a project of the Lifelong Kindergarten Group at the MIT Media Lab, and it's provided for free. With Scratch, you can program your own interactive stories, games, and animations, and share them with others in the online community. Let's take a look at the Scratch website. Go to scratch.mit.edu to follow along. This is the Scratch homepage. Here you can look at featured projects and studios. You can use the arrows to look for more projects. Let's check out this Pass the Laser game. While the project is loading, you can see in instructions and notes and credits. Instructions tell you how to use the project, and notes and credits credit the people who helped make the project. You'll also see a green flag and a stop button. The green flag starts the project, and the red stop button stops the project. So let's click the green flag, and it says we can use the arrow keys to move and space to jump, and the aim of the game is to pass the lasers and get to the key. So I can jump over here, I can jump right here, I can jump, oh. So I can also click the green flag again. Let's try this again. So I can press space to jump. I can jump again. I died again. Let's click the See Inside button. What this button does is lets you see the code inside. For every image that was in the project, there's a sprite. And sprites are what's used to run code. So here you can see the player, which is the circle. And you can also see the key, which was right here. Let's get started on making our first Scratch project. But first, we have to make our own Scratch account. Let's get started on making one. Click the Join Scratch button in the top right corner. And choose a Scratch username. I'll choose mine as student904. And now choose a password. Remember it and do not tell anyone else. And then confirm it in the next box. And then click Next. Then choose a birth month and birth year. So April 2004, and then choose your gender, and then choose the country you live in. And then once you're done with that, you can click Next. Then choose a parent or guardian's email. And then confirm it in the next box. Then, after you're done, click Next. And then it'll say Welcome to Scratch, and then your username, and you're now logged in. So then, click OK, let's go. Now that you made yourself a Scratch account, let's get started on making a project. In the top right corner, you'll see your username, and right next to it, you'll see a folder with an S on it. This folder takes you to the My Stuff page. The My Stuff page holds all the projects you made. We don't have any projects right now, but let's make one. So we can click the New Project button right here. And when this project loads, you'll see an orange cat. This orange cat is called a sprite. Sprites are either user-created, uploaded, or found in the sprites library and are the objects that perform actions in a project. Right now we're in the Scripts tab. This tab holds all the code we'll be writing. The next tab is the Costumes tab. This tab holds all the images a sprite will be using. We have two of them. One where he's just standing still, and one where he's jumping. We'll be using these two images for our project. The next tab is the Sounds tab. This tab holds all the sound effects and music a sprite will be using. Let's go back to the Scripts tab. Here you'll find different block categories. They are motion, looks, sound, pen, data, events, control, sensing, operators, and more blocks. The main categories we'll be looking to do here when we're making this project is the Motion tab, the Looks tab, the Events tab, and the Control tab. In the Motion tab, the blocks we'll be using are the Move 10 Steps block, the Turn Right 15 Degrees block, the Turn Left 15 Degrees block, and in Looks, we'll be using the Switch Costume To block, the Next Costume block, the Show and Hide blocks, and the Say Hello for 2 seconds block. We'll also be using, in the Events tab, the When Green Flag Clicked block, the When Key Press block, and the When Sprite Clicked block. And in Control, the three main ones here are the Wait 1 second block, the Repeat 10 block, the Forever block, and the If and Then block. Now that you know the basics of the Scratch editor, let's start coding. Let's try and make this cat walk. First, click and drag a Move 10 Steps block from the Motion tab onto the editor. So I can click and drag this Move 10 Steps block onto the editor. And then when you click the block, the cat moves 10 steps. Next, add the Next Costume block from the Looks tab. So I can click the Looks tab and then drag a Next Costume block under it. And they'll snap together like Legos. So if I click it again, the Scratch moves forward and he moves to the next costume, which is this costume, where he's jumping up in the air. So if I go back to the Scripts tab and click it again, he'll move back. Let's go to the Events tab now. And then we can drag a When Green Flag Clicked block over it. So now we can click the green flag and he'll move forward instead of clicking the blocks. We can also make this script repeat by itself. So if we go to the Control tab and then go to the Repeat 10 Steps block, so if I drag it onto the top right here, it'll wrap around the both Move 10 Steps block and the Next Costume block. Now if we click the green flag, he'll move really fast. Let's try to slow him down. Drag a Wait 1 second block under the Next Costume block. And let it go right there. So now he'll move really slow. And he's almost going off the screen. If your cat goes off the screen, you can grab his tail. So if I click and drag him back, we can drag him back to the center. But now he's moving really slow. So let's try editing the 1 second. So to edit values in Scratch, all you have to do is click the number, and then you'll see it turn black. And then you can press backspace, and you can start typing. So instead of 1 second, let's go half a second. So I can put 0.5. And then now, if I click the green flag, it moves normally. Congratulations, you just started your first project. To name your project, click the text area above the canvas to type. So I'll click here, and then I can name our project Catwalking. But you can name yours whatever you like. Then you can click the Save Now button. If it already says saved, then the project has saved automatically for you. If not, then click the Save Now button. Congratulations, you just created your first Scratch project. If you confirmed your account, you can share your project so everyone can see it. If you missed any part of this show, I'll be posting this episode onto YouTube. I'm Korbins from the Korbins Code, and I'll see you next time.